Welcome back to another episode of JoAnna's Point of View. This is the Corona Paradigum. The Corona Paradigum episode. As you guys see, I don't have any of my wigs on. Not that horrible blonde one that made me look like a Donald Trump impersonator. You know, not the big curly one, not the long braids, none of that. The nails, all of that stuff. I'm just stripped bare right now, y'all, because this is the coronavirus paradigm. And some of the things I had to talk to y'all about today are kind of heavy, because shit's heavy. So I'm hoping that, you know, hopefully I'll say something here that you guys can relate to, or that can make you, you know, think and hopefully feel better about whatever situation you might find yourself in. Because I find myself in a lot of situations dealing with this coronavirus thing. And, y'all, it's difficult. Depression is difficult in and of itself. Regardless of whether it's postpartum or when it starts, or, you know, whether it's PTSD, depression is tough in and of itself. But depression during a global disaster, a global pandemic like the one that we find ourselves in, it's kind of hard to remain sane in your thinking, in the way you process things, because it's much different now. You know, the kids are not if you're smart, your kids are not leaving to go to school every day. You're homeschooling them. So now you have to put on the hat not only of being mom, you also had to put on the hat of being teacher and coach and encourager. You have to put on all these other titles on top of single mother, stressed the hell out, broke, with no help in sight. You know, when you pile all of those things on in the middle of a global pandemic, depression is hard to keep a hold on. It's hard to keep a grasp of what's real and what's not when everything seems so unreal. It seems so unreal. But it's our reality now. And the reality is ugly. And depression is ugly. But it's something that I'm finding myself dealing with, to the point that my sleep patterns have been disturbed. My sexual habits have been disturbed. Like, I'm not even horny no more. And I'm just 35. I have not stepped into the throes of menopause yet, so I should still be popping. And I'm not. I don't even want it. I don't. If I had some meet her right now, I'd just be like, look, you have to hold me and get into this flipping off Vegas, because that's what I'm on. I don't want none of that. None of it. I'm 35. But it's the coronavirus paradigm. We're in a kind of an X-Files type of world right now, where nothing is as it appears, nothing is as it seems. Like, I mean, and shout out to Lizzo, because she's an awesome singer, awesome rapper, awesome performer. She's amazing. But even her right now, she's been very, very transparent with us, her fans, and telling us that, yo, I'm hurting right now. I'm dealing with some shit. And, you know, she kept it real. She was like, listen, let me tell you something. If you're dealing with depression and issues before you get rich, do not expect that once you become rich, those are going to go away. You're still going to have to deal with you at the end of the day. So if you haven't dealt with yourself, having everything in the world at your fingertips means nothing. And she's crying out, you know, she's saying that, y'all listen, this shit is real. You know, I'm worth a couple mil right now, and I'm depressed. Everybody's expecting her to be this iconic, brave, you know, because they call her brave because she, you know, wears leotards and shit when she performs, and she's obviously a big woman. I don't think she's brave for that reason. I think she's brave because she dared to take a chance on herself. To me, that's what makes her brave. You took a chance on you, and you made it, bitch. You made it. But like she said, all that being said, if you haven't dealt with yourself before you have the world staring at you and you have all this money in your account, that shit is not going to help. So it kind of makes me feel like, is there any help for us? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Lizzo's living her best life right now, and she's depressed. She's not liking herself. She's not liking where she is in life. She's not liking being here. And I don't know about y'all and how honest y'all are, but I can't identify with some of those thoughts. I'm telling you, because I have bipolar. I have bipolar disorder with manic bipolar depression. So before the pandemic came, I was already dealing with my damn self. Already dealing with the stuff that was going on in my head. But now, I have to double check myself all the time before I speak, before I act, especially in dealing with my children. Because I have to run shit by myself to think, is what I'm about to say going to add more damage to my children? Because that's something that unfortunately you have a front row seat in. You unfortunately have a front row seat in seeing your flaws and your fuck ups in your kids. And you can't say that shit to them sometimes, because sometimes it's too raw. You know what I mean? Like, you have to pull back because you're dealing with little humans with big hearts, big minds. And if you call a child stupid too many times, that's the voices they hear. They start thinking they're stupid because that's what they've been hearing. So, I'm telling y'all, dealing with depression right now during the coronavirus, dealing with bipolar disorder, I've had some disturbing thoughts. And I have had to talk myself off the ledge a couple times. Like, yeah, you tripping. Your name is not Andrea Yates or none of them white bitches that can kill their kids and get away with it. And furthermore, my kids are my child. What do you do though when you have this? My tribe is me and my 2 children. And I will fight a bear on the water for either one of them. I'm talking about full-blown grizzly. You gonna have to get out there, partner, and I'm gonna win for my kids. And my children, they're real protective of their mama too. They love me, and I really am striving to be this superstar person that they see me as. It's not me. My kids look at me like I'm kind of a rock star. And I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to make it out of the bed today. I know some of y'all can feel it. So I'm going to tell you what I tell myself. This too shall pass. It will. It's hard for all of us. Hold on. Hold on. It's breaking.